Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here. You are in for such a treat today. You guys, I am so excited for this one. I had H.G. Tudor along with Stephanie and Nancy of the Sidley Twins, and we all sat down, the four of us sat down, and just really talked through what in the beige is going on. So as you know, Meghan consistently wears beige. I've pulled the last year's worth of pictures, the last 1 year worth of pictures, and found that every month, with the exception of, I think it was June, she took the month off after that disaster Nigeria trip. But other than that, she has been out and about, pictured in, say it with me, beige. So we're going to get into it. She's going to answer our questions around narcissists and narcissism in beige. And Stephanie and Nancy are going to give us their incredible insights into why they think Meghan can only seem to wear beige and what's going on there. And so we play a couple color games. We talk about beige and our hatred of the color, well, my hatred of the color, not so much theirs, and really get into an interesting conversation. This is a two-parter, so this is part one. I can't wait for you to see it, and then join me again for part two. Now let's take a listen to our not beige conversation all about the color beige. Again, a huge thank you to H.G. Tudor and a thank you to the Sidley Twins for sitting down and chatting all about beige. You guys, I am so excited. Today joining me, you can probably see my name here. I'm listed as Jenn Triplet / Voice Crush. So Triplet because I have my Sidley Twins with me. How are you guys?
We are good. Thanks for having us on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're wearing our best beige for you.
You're beautiful beige. I love it. Only you two could look gorgeous in beige. How's that even possible?
Oh, man.
And then we have my voice crush here with me. We have H.G. Tudor. How are you, H.G.?
I'm excellent. Well, Jen, thank you for inviting me to this triple decker of American enthusiasm. It's a pleasure to be here.
We're so glad to have you. I like the triple decker. That's nice. And I gotta compliment your beige background here. Very nice.
Yes, hand-picked only this morning because I was talking with my gay interior designer who suggested that was most appropriate for the occasion. I understand it's something called Peruvian biscuit.
Oh, okay. Are you sure it's not Colombian biscuit?
I think a Colombian biscuit is something else altogether, isn't it?
Yes, and I'm going to get to it, but you said something that you've stolen my Hank and Skank, so I'm going to steal something from you. You said nose deep in Colombian culture.
Indeed. I'd like to issue a slight correction there. I didn't steal Hank and Skank. I know that you regularly refer to them as that, Jen, but I have called them that beforehand. My lawyer is sat next to me twitching as he heard you say that.
All right, fine. You can borrow it. How about that?
That's most kind of you. Thank you.
All right. So today we're going to be talking beige. And I say it like that because it is the most boring color. And I'm going to go ahead and preface this and say, if you like beige, you're not going to like me on this episode because I have a lot of opinions on beige. But I'm going to start this chat off with a fun game. And I'm going to start with you, Stephanie. Tell me your favorite color.
Purple.
Purple. I know that about you.
Purple.
So purple is the color of royalty, nobility, spirituality, luxury, ambition, mystery, fantasy, and moodiness.
Oh, that's true. I wore a purple dress to my prom. I was obsessed with purple when I was younger. I mean, I still am, but that's my thing.
Nice. Excellent choice. Okay, Nancy, your turn. What's your favorite color?
To wear or just
your
general?
favorite color in general?
Oh, okay. Yellow.
Yellow. Okay, so yellow is bright, vibrant, youthful, energetic, sunshine, hope, intellect, and happiness. I would say all of those apply.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. So HG, before you say it, shall we take a guess what HG's favorite color is? What do you guys think? I have a guess.
Taupe, blue.
All right. So HG said in our conversation that he likes fire and he has fire in a lot of his intros. So I'm going to either go red or orange. Am I at all warm on this, HG?
You're completely cold.
Oh, no. All right. Spill, what's your favorite color?
Today, I would say azure.
Oh, okay. All right.
What is that? I'm sorry. Am I stupid?
Sky blue.
No,
It's what?
blue.
Sky blue.
Sky blue.
I said blue.
You did say
Okay.
blue. I did.
So blue is peace, tranquility, loyalty, security, trust, intelligence, cold, fear, and masculine.
Ooh.
Do you feel like that those apply?
Fairly apt, I think. Yeah, I'll go with that. Thank you.
All right. So mine
Yes.
is a royal blue. It's actually Oxford blue. So it's a shade darker than navy. And when I looked that up, again, it's in the blue family, but it says it means that I appreciate order, honesty, loyalty, and it's described as elegant and alluring. How about them apples? Yeah.
I know you pretty well. I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'm elegant and alluring. I like that. That's going to be the
But
title
the
of my
loyalty
memoir.
thing, you're very loyal. You're a very good,
Oh.
loyal friend. So
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. But the reason I'm asking about colors is because it's fun to get to know those. I have such an interest. I mean, I've kind of fallen down a rabbit hole reading about color meanings and stuff. And I think it's fun to learn that stuff. And editing Jen here, I meant to say I want you to play along too. So leave me a comment with your favorite color. You can get as specific as you want about the shade and what it means to you. And if you feel like it suits your personality, I think this could be a fun game we play. And I'm dying to know all about these colors. But today we're going to be talking my least favorite color. And honestly, it's my least favorite color and it has nothing to do with Meghan. And that is beige, although it has everything to do with Meghan. But the fact that it's my least favorite color, personally, I would describe it as boring, lifeless. It stimulates nothing. It's flat, uninspiring, and no personality.
Ooh.
I would describe it as indecision as a color. Stephanie and Nancy, what do you think about the color beige? Even though you look beautiful in beige, tell me about beige.
I don't mind beige.
Okay.
Like, I don't hate it. I'm not like you that I hate it.
Okay.
I mean, I've had some beige couches in my life. As far as decor, I'm not, I like whites and light colors.
Uh-huh.
So I don't hate it.
Okay.
I hate it on Meghan. Does that count?
Yeah, no, that's totally valid. What about you, Nancy? Are you okay with the color?
I don't really hate to wear it. I mean,
Okay.
because I think we all have brown eyes and brown hair, and I want
you and I,
about
yeah.
Meghan with that Mediterranean thing going on, and I think that's why
Well, she is from Malta.
Exactly, and I think that's why I kind of gravitate towards beige a little more. I never wear like bright colors. Like you'll never see me wearing red. You'll never see me wearing yellow. You'll never see me.
So you don't hate it?
I don't hate it.
Okay.
I always think of Natasha from Sex and the City.
Yes.
Oh, I do too.
Oh, I have that quote.
do
Remember,
too.
Big said beige is bullshit. Yeah.
Beige is bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, HG, your turn. Tell us your thoughts on beige.
Kill it with fire.
Yes, I knew I liked you. Tell us why.
Well, it's so useless, isn't it? It's
Yes.
wan. It inspires nothing. It's just there. It's the cousin of magnolia, which is spattered across so many buy-to-let properties that absolutely have no inviting features about them whatsoever. So when you look at beige, you just think you've got no ideas, you've got no inspiration, you haven't got anything that motivates anybody. It's a lazy choice as well. So you could go for any other color than beige.
Yes.
But beige, it really ought to be ignited.
I completely agree with you. It's just the epitome of blandness. It lacks personality and vibrancy. I have very strong opinions on this. I do. So starting with you, HG, I just have some questions for us all. I thought we could have a conversation about it. And starting with you, HG, as we know, well, first of all, let me start with your channel. First of all, you have 226,000 subs. You are killing it. I noticed you just did a video on the memoir is coming. What are your thoughts? Do you think she has a memoir coming out?
Well, as I mentioned in the video, in part, it might be utilized as future faking, that she holds this memoir as a sort of Damocles over people to say, aha, I'm going to dish the dirt about you. And it's very useful for a narcissist to keep doing that because it's a form of threat. And a mid-range narcissist, such as this one's wife, very much loves using threat. It's easy to use. You just say it. And then it allows you to get control over people. It prompts a reaction. So by making it known through leaked information that there is a memoir on the way, or by making mention of it herself, it's a very useful tool and an easy to use one for someone as lazy as her to keep saying, there's going to be a memoir coming, and utilize that to pursue the prime aims. The only thing that goes against that, and I made the point in the video that you've picked up on, is the fact that she could make quite a lot of money out of it, because I think actually quite a lot of people would want to know what nonsense she's going to spout in it. And therefore, not only will be the brain dead that will buy it who support her, but then also there'll be other people who want to have a look at it because they'll basically want to know, what claptrap is this? What litany of lies is she launching? And therefore, as a somatic narcissist, her desire to make money may well just actually cause her to sit down and flap those fingers. So she actually does create a memoir. So I think what will happen is she will keep making mention of it as a threat, and that will serve a usefulness. And 2 or 3 years down the line, something will appear.
Okay. Nancy and Stephanie, you guys are at 69,000, and then it cut out. It said 100 and some odd subs as of the time of this recording. We're pushing to 70,000. Tell us what you're going to do at 70,000.
Oh, we're gonna play a drinking game because everyone's been asking us. They love the drinking games. It's called
somewhere.
Yeah, it's around. It's called Truth or Drink, and we're gonna play it with everybody in the chat. And you just basically either tell the truth or you drink. And it's not that complicated. I feel I'm extremely nervous right now, again, because HG is here. And his answers are so much more prolific than mine. I'm like, hey, we're playing a drinking game with some tequila.
What are you going to do?
You are perfect. Don't worry. I love the balance. It's perfect.
Yeah, there you go. But we're going to be playing that with all our friends on here. So people tend to like that.
Yeah, they do.
What are we drinking?
I'm going to be drinking Grey Goose vodka, and Nancy, I don't know, probably gin. She likes gin.
If it's shots, Patron.
Okay, tequila.
Okay. HG, what are you drinking?
Right now?
Well, in general, what's your drink?
In general, well, I would go down the vodka route also. I'm quite partial to Finlandia. I rather like that. So I enjoy vodka. I might join in with that. The game sounds rather fun. The ultra likes a good drink. Always drinking, never drunk is my motto.
There you go. That's perfect. I'm with you. I would always pick vodka. Mm-hmm. Some sort of.
Well, you are a drunken goose anyway.
That's true.
You've probably got through half a bottle already, haven't you?
Why do you think I'm a giggly mess? Is it your voice or is it my vodka? Yeah.
You sound like a schoolgirl in love. That's what it sounds like.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? But I do that with you guys too. I just love talking to you, so I get to be a giggly mess with everybody. But no offense, HG, it's you. It's definitely you.
No, none taken.
Yeah. But okay, so again, very excited about getting you guys to 70,000. Now, I noticed you guys did one recently where you talk about Meghan Markle's friends. Are they in her imagination?
Yeah, we just
it just seems like she always has somebody coming out at the most inappropriate times defending her. And then we found some old footage of Misha Nunu and Janina Gavankar just not even getting asked the question, just telling the person who was interviewing them, oh, by the way,
she's really nice.
She's really nice. And she's like the kindest person I've ever met. Without even being asked.
Like, it's the reporter asked her, like, how's the weather? And she's like, Meghan is like the nicest person.
She's the kindest person.
Meghan Markle's not a bully. It's like those people were going out of their way to make sure that we knew she wasn't a bully.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Just the old interviews of her friends just rubbed me the wrong way. And I hadn't seen them in years. Stephanie had never seen them. So we shared them with the audience and they had never seen him either, because American audiences kind of saw it, but mostly like American audiences didn't pay attention back then.
We didn't care.
We didn't care back then when she was part of the royal family. So it's really interesting to see how many surrogates she had out there defending her.
Yeah.
Not even defending her, just
volunteering.
Volunteering
Yes,
information.
Jen,
That
yes,
was the word
that
I
was
was
the
looking
word.
for.
Yeah. No, I've always said the same people that have to tell you over and over, I'm nice. I'm not. You can just be nice without telling people they'll figure it
Right.
out on their own. That's
Right.
that's a pretty big red flag. But going back to the color beige, so I just had some questions and I thought I'd throw one to you, HG. As we know, you're so interesting. I love your talks about narcissism and the psychological just factors behind it. I'm just completely, again, I said fascinated 100 times in your interview, but I'm captivated by it. So HG, my question to you is, what psychological factors drive a narcissist to choose beige as their go-to color for most outings, as we've seen Meghan do? Is there a specific need or desire, do you think, being fulfilled by this choice?
Well, if we focus on this one's wife, and remember, not all narcissists are the same. There are different versions whereby they will have certain similarities, but they also have noticeable differences. So with this one's wife, she's a mid-range by my classification, which essentially means she's passive-aggressive. She operates a facade. She wants everyone to think that she's kind and that everybody loves her and that she's agreeable, etc. Behind the scenes, we know that she is anything but pleasant and kind and empathic. And by virtue of her being somatic, that means that the material and appearance is important to her. So then that begs the question, given that she is the type of narcissist that likes to present a particular facade, one of which is, I am a fashion icon, and that she is somatic, which means that she's driven by appearance, why on earth does she select beige? Because it's so nondescript. What's the driver behind that? Well, quite simply, there would probably be two aspects to this. The first and the most overriding aspect is this. She believes that she looks beautiful wearing beige. Her narcissism tells her when she pops on that sackcloth, you look $1 million. Mm-hmm. Every man will want to knock your hip out. The Sidley Twins will be foaming into their vodka and gin in the morning, wanting to dress like you. That drunken goose will be spinning on her head, wishing that she had your style and grace. Her narcissism will essentially be telling her, you look amazing. Because remember, she does not put on an unironed Jawa outfit and go, Christ almighty, I look a right state, don't I? But bugger it, I'll go out in it anyway. She thinks she looks really, really good. So she evidently thinks that beige really, really suits her. Hence, that's why she keeps wearing it. The second aspect could be this. We know that she's a petty-minded individual. And so we regularly see instances where she's criticized in the press and then there's a clap back 2 or 3 days later. And Nancy and Stephanie know better than anybody else as a consequence of the way that she turned the guns on the pair of them, as we've spoken about in the past, around the First Lady of Nigeria incident. I started calling her the Duchess of Industrial Beige some time ago. And other people then have made reference to her wearing beige outfits, biscuit outfits, magnolia outfits, on and on. And there was the whole thing about within the royal family saying, oh, I had to wear beige, I wasn't allowed to wear colours. So part of it could be that almost toddler reaction of stamping her foot and saying, you call me the Duchess of Industrial Beige? Well, I'll wear beige then if that's what you think that I am. And by the way, I look effing good in it also. So I think that's what drives it. Because remember, she doesn't think that she looks crap in it. She thinks she looks good in it. And I think it's an act of defiance and petulance, driven by her narcissism, coupled with the idea that she honestly thinks she looks really good in beige.
Okay. I'm so stuck on this. I've pulled all these pictures and I found all these instances where in the last year, it's been every month with the exception of the month she took off after the disaster in Nigeria, she has popped up in beige. So that's interesting. That's an interesting theory that it's kind of a beige middle finger to the rest of us, along with thinking she's, of course, the greatest at everything. Yeah. I'm stuck on the idea that beige can sometimes be associated with conformity, and that is the antithesis of her. So I just find it conflicting with everything we know about
Well,
her.
remember, she's a narcissist, and therefore she is hypocritical and contrarian. So on the one hand, she wears a color that many people would say, well, that's a conformist color. It doesn't stand out. Well, in her world, it does. Oh, it stands out because I'm wearing it. Where you wear beige, Jen, she would say. With you, you're dull and plain. So it's understandable that you would look conformist. But for me, I am the most beautiful woman on the planet. So when I wear beige, I uplift the beige. I am beige plus. I am beige extra. So she never, ever associates words such as conformist, dull, plain are not recognized in this one's wife's lexicon.
Okay, I gotcha. I need you to take that back, HG.
I was just being this
I'm
one's
just
wife.
kidding.
It wasn't my observation. You do understand that.
Of course. So Nancy and Stephanie, so for you guys, I wonder, do you think that this is still tied to the royal family in some way? Is it being the opposite of Catherine and Her Majesty the Late Queen, do you think? Like where they're always in these beautiful colors?
I mean, HG makes a good point. I mean, if we were all saying it back then and we were going, God, she really is just being monotone with her clothes, maybe she is trolling all of us and going, okay, well, you're saying it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. You had a really good theory. This is more of a tinfoil hat theory, but you said cult leaders wear very neutral.
I always thought that because I love reading up on cults. That's my thing. And I always, Nexium and, Scientology, all that stuff. And even Son of God, that kind of stuff. But they all wore those monotone colors.
Oh, good
and
point.
it's almost like, is she doing that?
Yeah. Is she trying to be like a leader of something? And the leader always wears just plain monochromatic garb.
But also superheroes and villains do that where they wear one outfit the entire time. Like it's a cape of some sort.
Yeah.
Like maybe she's trying to be a villain in a
it made sense after the CBS Jane Pauley interview because even the outfit she wore then, it was mauve, but it was still a uniform that we've seen a million times
like
on her.
uniform.
A high-waisted pants and a blouse.
Okay. Yeah. I thought it was beige. I didn't realize it was mauve.
It was mauve.
Well, I pulled it as beige. I saw it as
No,
beige.
it's beige.
Well,
Same
there might be some force in what you're saying there about her being a villain or a villainess. Maybe she's angling to get a contract with Marvel. And she is beige woman.
Yeah, exactly. Beige
What would
woman.
her villain power be, do you think?
Oh,
Talking you into a coma, I should imagine.
The claw.
her claw in beige. That's funny. Talking into
The
a
inability to iron an outfit. I don't know.
That would be her weapon.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
A steamer.
That would be her kryptonite, an iron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be her downfall.
Yes.
A steamer and an iron.
Yeah.
Okay, so HG, my next question would be, does wearing beige serve as a form of like self-presentation, do you think, for narcissists, like a way to project a certain image or maintain control over how she's perceived?
Well, I think that goes back to what I mentioned earlier, really, about how that she could be cocking a snook at everybody by saying, you all call me beige. And so guess what? I'm going to wear beige.
Okay.
So that would link into self-preservation because narcissism is, of course, a self-defense mechanism. And that she would be wanting to say, this is what I am. You've decided that I'm this. I'll just be what you say that I all am. And it's this petulant, sulky response. And of course, she lacks imagination. Don't lose sight of that. Some narcissists have brilliant imaginations. She doesn't. When I called her the dustless industrial beige, it wasn't so much directed at what she was wearing. It's directed at what she is, because she is so boring. She's no sense of humor. She's no spark. She trots out the fridge magnet platitudes, as I regularly say. She'll send a glass eye to sleep. And therefore, she's beige in what she wears, but she's beige in behavior and outlook and personality. Mm-hmm. And so, because she has no imagination, there is this beige works for me. I look great in beige. I'll just wear beige. I'll just wear beige. I'll just wear beige. Because narcissists, where they find something which they believe that works for them, they will do it again and again and again. So you will see, for example, let's say a narcissist is seducing a lady, and he will find that taking her to a particular restaurant and buying her particular gift and saying particular lines works. And then the next girlfriend, and then the girlfriend after that, the three of them get together and they say, oh, when you were seeing Tony, where did he take you on your first date? Oh, he took me to Lorenzo's restaurant. Me too, me too. Oh, did he get you a gift? Yeah, he bought me this. Yeah, I got the same gift as well. Because certain narcissists are completely unimaginative, and the narcissism basically says, if this works, don't mess with it. So similarly for her, it is almost like a uniform choice of uniform, because her narcissism can't be bothered to find anything else because it thinks that works.
So you're so insightful on this stuff. That's awesome.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. So my question,
you bring the glamour. I'll bring the insight into narcissism.
boring and beige, right? I don't own a single thing beige. I would burn my house down if I did. I hate beige.
Do you think maybe it's a form of not wanting to upstage herself? If she wears a bright color, then that color would be talked about more than her. Let's say, you know, like in her mind, she doesn't want to be upstaged by her kids, Harry, the royal family. She didn't want to be second to Princess Catherine. Maybe
her trips.
Maybe she's such a narcissist that color, she's afraid of color would upstage her.
I think there's force in that argument, because remember, although she's somatic and regards herself as beautiful, etc., she wants to be taken seriously as a thought leader, to use that awful phrase. And therefore, because she believes that she's a feminist, she, of course, is a contrarian. She trades on her looks regularly in the lashings of spicy poontang to win men over, etc. But what she wants to be taken seriously. So quite possibly it's a case of, I don't want you to see me as, in certain scenarios when she's doing the faux royal tours and she's doing her earnest standing on a stage and grabbing the microphone routine, she doesn't want you talking about the way that she looks. She wants you talking about what she's saying. So you may well be right there that there's a conscious decision to downplay what she's wearing to try and emphasize what she's saying, because she wants to be taken seriously in that regard. The problem is that if it does emphasize what she's saying, we all have a good laugh because she just trots out beige word salad instead.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. Yeah.
She dresses like her personality. I totally agree.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
She really does have nothing to say. I mean, just
a lot of nothing to say.
Oh man.
Yes. I totally agree. So my question to the group is, do you all feel like, I just get this sense that sometimes the beige also helps her appear more ethnically ambiguous. Do you feel like that plays a part? I know we got to tread lightly, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, where she's from Malta, she's from Colombia, she's from Nigeria. Sometimes the beige and the bronzer go hand in hand, I noticed. So I just wonder if it's anything to do with that, to maybe appear more tan or ethnically ambiguous.
Well, like I said, it's, you know, I tend to go for like what I wear a lot of black, and I wear a lot of just kind of monotones as well. But that just happened. That's just because I'm not a spring. I'm an autumn.
Sure.
And in my head, I just don't look good with bright colors on me. And so,
well, you're wrong, but okay.
No. But my mom's 100% Sicilian. Our dad is Irish and Jewish. So, I mean, it could be that. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think she's thinking that hard. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think Meghan's thinking that hard. I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with her ethnicity. And it's like, I don't think she's thinking about that.
Yeah. I don't think she's that smart.
She likes to play up the tan, the bronzer. So I thought maybe a beige would do that.
It does bring out a tan more. I know that. Like, you know, as someone who tans, you know, sunscreen is for suckers, I always say. But, you know, and Joe, all joking aside, as someone who tans,
nobody listened to that.
Nobody listened to what she just said. Like when I'm on vacation, I wear mostly like, it's a joke. It's a joke.
God.
On vacation, I mostly wear like white, because I like to bring out my tan.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
It's a hard question, Jen.
Sorry, HG. What are your thoughts on this? Does the cheese stand alone here? I thought I was onto something.
I don't see that it does. I think that there are more commanding reasons as to why she wears beige, as I mentioned earlier on, than necessarily being linked to ethnicity. And if she's going to play that one, as you've identified, it's about slapping on the bronzer and most likely wearing white. Because as Nancy's just mentioned, you want to show off your tan when you're on holiday, you wear white, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know because I never I'm capable of tan. That's funny. Okay, so then HG, my next question for you is, how might a narcissist's preference for beige relate to their underlying need for validation and attention? Like, do you think it's a calculated, everything's calculated. Do you think it's a calculated choice to play a role in drawing or deflecting attention?
Well, she's designed to want attention. So she knows that she enjoys attention, but she doesn't fully understand why she needs that attention. Attention to the narcissist is what I call fuel. So when you ask me a question, you're giving me fuel because you're directing yourself to me. When I'm talking and Nancy and Stephanie, they're listening intently and nodding, they're giving me fuel because they're reacting to what I'm saying. So that's the lifeblood of the narcissist. So this one's wife needs that fuel. She craves it. It's a drug for her, but she doesn't realize she has this nagging itch. This is why she can never be content. So in the way that, for instance, you might go on holiday and be lying on a sun lounger and sipping your pina colada and enjoying the sunshine on your skin, she can't do that for long because her narcissism is saying, make something happen, get some attention. Although she's not thinking that, that's what's going on underneath the surface. So all of a sudden, she'll demand something of Harry to make him react, or she'll drop to the floor sobbing in order to cause somebody to react to her. So her narcissism is geared automatically to seek attention, and naturally the way that she dresses is designed to draw attention. So it therefore follows what she chooses to wear is done in order to draw a reaction from people. Many people, when they wear something, they wear it because they feel comfortable in it. They think it makes me look handsome or beautiful, or it might be because it's practical to wear it. Generally, people wear that because it makes them feel better about themselves. And if somebody compliments them, everybody likes to be complimented. Even non-narcissists do, of course they do. But for the narcissist, prompting that reaction, that fuel by the way that she dresses, is axiomatic to her existence. So accordingly, it's necessary for her to dress in a particular way. And again, choosing beige may well be part of that to prompt a response. The fact that we keep commenting about it by saying, oh, she's wearing beige again. There you go. She's got the reaction that she craves. The problem that she has, and this is often where her narcissism lets her down, is she gets the reaction, but not the one that she wants. She wants people going, oh, this one's wife, you wear beige. You look beautiful. Beige is very much your color. No wonder you wear it so often. You look so beautiful in it. Whereas most people are saying, goodness me, look at that. What a mess. Crinkled, unironed, beige again, boring. And that's what's called challenge fuel. So she gets the reaction, which is good, but because there's a criticism wrapped up in it, that's not good for her. And therefore she has to address that threat to control by saying to Harry, Harry, they're being mean about me again in what I wear. They're so horrible. And then Harry, of course, is going, oh, sorry, my darling, my little Westphalian pumpernickel, you look so beautiful.
Guys, we still have so much more of this conversation to go. This is about the halfway point, and we play another game at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this here with the other half coming tomorrow. So check back for that. A huge thank you to HG Tudor for coming and joining this conversation and giving us his incredible insights into narcissism and the color beige. A huge thank you, of course, to Stephanie and Nancy Sidley of Twin Talk, the Sidley Twins, for coming to give us their incredible insights into what's going on with all this beige. So thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait for you to see part 2 of this, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.